half buried.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
I see something up there. I don't just mean the glittering quest marker. So your interface you got was already scratched and opened and knackered? As if it was returned back to Amazon, they stuck on your buttocks.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Bring him relief,
Perhaps.
eh?
There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
I'm standing on a clue. I see it just there. Yeah, there's a lot of packages get shipped like that. It's a shame. And whether it's shipped like that, actually, or the courier, it's often hard to tell because both will dispute it. It's right in front of me. Why can't I see it and pick it up? Am I supposed to look at something else first?
This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
Oh, this is where it all goes wrong, I think. Well, I say all goes wrong. The game's been going wrong since I started it, so... These soldiers look knackered.
The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are among them.
Well, that's a good sign, right?
A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Katasak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay. When you press the direct monitor button, turn the gain full up and output headset volume full. Keep your mouth right on the mic, only then can you hear your voice. But you can hear it loud enough, right? At that point. I mean, dynamic mics generally don't have a lot of signal. They are pretty quiet. They need good quality preamps with a lot of gain to be able to get signal out. And it's both a blessing and a curse, is that, because it makes them pretty good at not picking up too much noise further away from you and background noise. Well, in some situations anyway, that their ability to do that is a little bit overhyped actually, but yeah. But the downside is you need, it can be sometimes hard to get a nice loud signal out. Suddenly I had to check to wonder if I'd put my green screen up today, but it is there.
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
They look like they ran through an oil slick. Either that or they were all on fire as they were running. What are these footprints? Holy crap. This is like a four-legged creature, look. Like 4 footprints there, and then it's done a hop to here, and then 4 footprints there, and then a massive stride over to here, another 4 footprints, and then nothing. Fire. Whoa, I said there might be something on fire.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
I don't think we want to follow this up any further. I think we've seen enough.
These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
It's a mighty big hammer, that. I think we'll just say Constantine's dead and we should all go back to the continent and live our lives out happily ever after. Until the plague kills us.
This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Oh god, we've been seen. Smack! Have a hammer in the face. It feels a little bit faster than my sword, this. It's just...
Signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
Okay, so I think the hammer's as good as... probably as good as the sword. If I get another great big one, I'll probably put maximum
These poor
stun on it.
soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else.
So we're only fighting like pretty weedy sort of creatures so far, so it's not a sure test, is it? Not yet. Carrying on, we're carrying on.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them.
Wait,
Took this path.
they're coming this way.
There's more fighting over here.
They came this way and then vanished. Someone painted the footprints in the wrong direction.
There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
Who are they? Are they just coin guard? That's a clue.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
It just looks like there's some madman run through here, setting fire to everything and blowing everything up. Could it have been me in another existence, perhaps? It sounds like the sort of thing I would do. Hey, Crisis Battle, how's it going? Having a good weekend? Which way do we take up here? There's another clue I've missed. Some more loot, I see. Beast essence. It's telling me to find another clue. I don't see anything glowing orange. Follow the traces of combat. I suspect it's to go up here, but...
There are footprints.
Ah, there we go. More footprints.
Only a handful made it up to here.
Which way are these ones going? Oh, they are. They are. Well, they're kind of mixed up now. There's that four-footed creature again. Because that's not a standard human stride. Look. 4 feet here, 1 stride. Next stride. I'll just grab this. What the hell is that? Looks, what the hell is that? It's like a statue of something with wings. Oh, we need a quick save. There's something horrible coming up, I suspect. I don't have 4 feet. Do you have 4 feet?
The path stops on this overhang.
Maybe I'm missing 2.
Despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasak.
Yeah, you said that all the way up here. It's... Whoa, 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 whoa. Smack! He's dead. Oh, he's not dead. I've got to stop standing behind bulls when they do that. So that was 207 damage. That was 414. And that was a miss. 344. It's dead, though. I was trying to work out how the damage increased as the armor went down. It wasn't terribly obvious.
It's my cousins. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again?
What's this? Someone split a rock.
And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here?
Cannon fire? We haven't seen cannons in this game. I'd
don't
like cannons.
recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see.
Let's see. That bull did a lot of damage. Well, yeah, you get kicked in the face by an angry bull. See how easy it is to get back up.
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense.
They're evil. We know that the Bridge Alliance... Well, they're all evil. All the different factions in this game are evil. They're like psychopaths. They've been testing drugs on the natives. They've been selling them into slavery and prostitution. They've been burning them at the stake. We're playing for the bad guys.
Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up.
Pick them up then. Do so.
Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that?
Oh dear, I'm upsetting her.
He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
Yeah, they have.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
So that was like kind of a long drawn out bit of a story which just says let's follow the clues and press A. Wasn't much more to do. This is where we want to be, right? Have I not been up there? Can we by any chance take a shortcut over there? Because if I have to go all the way back round, I think I'm going to cry a little bit. We're going to have to go all the way back round, aren't we? There'll be no way to get down here. I'm just... No, there's going to be no way. Damn it. Okay, off we go. Well, I've got to say, like, our guy was pretty damn quick to condemn that native healer, who seemed like a pretty decent bloke, I thought. So I don't think that's going to be the case. And I thought I was going to suffer some reputation loss with Siora there for even suggesting it. Skyrim over the mountains. That would be handy, wouldn't it? We could take a shortcut. Yeah, that's what this game definitely needs. Shortcuts through the bloody mountains, because there's loads of them. All these canyons everywhere. The way down, it's very fast and survival isn't guaranteed. If only that was the case, I would risk it. But there's so many invisible walls in this, you can't actually walk over the edge of things. How did we aggro these guys from that distance? Whoa! I can actually... My attacks are fast enough to get off before these things can they get their hit in. Mostly. What's the Fury attack like? This seems quite nice. I want to use that epic one that I've looted then. But I need another 3 levels, I think. 3 levels should get it. Unless I respec out the guns altogether, but I don't really want to do that. The gun is sometimes just too useful. Hey Leonidas, how's it going? What have you missed? We've been doing a bit more of the main quest, as it turns out, tonight. Although I've now got some more Siora quests to go and do, which we'll see to in a moment. But we were chasing down the High King, and he vanished through the caverns of knowledge, out the other side, and we couldn't follow him. And then we went looking for him, and we found out that... Oh, we were reminded that we were supposed to be going and rescuing my cousin, who's gone missing, and that's what we're doing now. And it seems that our cousin Constantine's been involved in some big fight and skirmish, with things blowing up and lots of wild animals getting killed. We don't know what's happened or who's responsible, and that's what we're going to go find out now. Actually, what's far more likely is we're about to go and get told a load of lies from the Bridge Alliance, but we shall see. How are you today, anyway? Is this going to be a case of, oh, sneak up along the side of the camp and listen in? Or are we just going to charge in and tell people what's what? Oi, mush.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I think he used the wrong word there. Dismay. Pardon my dismay. Excuse me for being disappointed, but we don't get many high-ranking officials here. I don't think that's quite what he meant.
I'm looking for Constantin Dorsey, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died, but we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction?
Yes.
I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
Well, that kind of gives it away.
They are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone.
Oh, aye.
They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Because he's Bridge Alliance. He's a liar. Insist. Speak. Propose gold. Let's bribe him. We've got loads of gold. It's a coldish, ugly sort of day in Kansas. Great for camping up with a nice live stream. Yeah, same here. That was my thoughts this afternoon as well. It's miserable outside. Nice to be in here playing some games. With some good company as well. Why won't that let me...
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
Well, that's a start.
Sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Didn't bother him losing all the ones up on top of the cliff up there.
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought that your cousin's life hung in the balance.
Come on.
This boy will not survive long if someone doesn't help him. Anything else?
No, I'm not talking to you again,
I need
scumbag.
to be going.
I would very much like to do the same.
Yes, enough. It just came up as a different chat option, so I thought, oh, I'll ask about that now whilst I'm here. One of our scouts did not return from a surveillance mission in the forest north of the region. He was attempting to locate a rebel native camp. The scout comes from a good family. They offer a reward for any information that could help them find him. Travellers beware, bandits have been spotted roaming around the water source to the west. Their camp is certainly in the vicinity, so we advise you to steer clear of this region unless you are heavily armed. Whoever can neutralise this threat shall be rewarded. These little contracts, they really don't mean anything because you don't get quest markers. I think you just have to stumble across the locations or try and track them down, but it doesn't feel like it's worth my time to do that. Has no bearing on the story as far as I can tell at all. These NPCs don't have any liking for battlefield intelligence. No, it's best not to question the NPCs' planning and everything else too closely in this game. Who needs battlefield intelligence? You just charge straight forward and hope for the best. That has always worked well for me. Remember, if brute force doesn't work, you clearly weren't using enough. Right, Doctor.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying?
Is he dead?
Is the soldier?
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see.
Do I have one?
Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Yes, a little more gratitude and a bit more respect, please. Instead of the aggression. Oh. The NPCs lack the courage of their convictions. Yes, I agree. The NPCs, most of the NPCs in this are just assholes, to be quite honest. They're all ungrateful. They're all argumentative. The natives, are taking a hell of a lot of crap from the... Can I target that one? Hell of a lot of crap from all the colonials, and yet they're still saying, yeah, we should. Most of them are still saying we should live in peace. Sovereign potion against burns. Acquire one. Is that what it's saying? Hang on. Listen to this. Just a minute. Have I got one? It looks like I've already got one. Have I bought that somewhere?
Were you able to concoct the potion against...
Yes, I was.
Wow.
Might we administer?
That was lucky.
Give it to me. I'll take care of this.
I must have bought that or
We must
something
wait
at some
and
point.
Be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely
Made by the
potent.
best.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
Oh, I hate that.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
So it's basically just go and camp somewhere for an hour. I guess this is when you're supposed to be doing those little contracts, right? Okay, so we're going to run there. We're going to wait for this to wear off, and then we're going to come back and talk to the guy. I'm not interested in chasing down a few bandits that I can't find on the map. Not when the maps are like this, when they're so bloody corridorish. Yes, stand silently outside the door for 24 hours. That is exactly what the game wants me to do. It wouldn't be so bad if there was a fast travel point right outside the gate, because you could travel off, do whatever, and then come back. But, is my answer to that. Captain's ready to leave the man to his wounds, but he could have gone and got the supplies for a potion to save him. Doesn't sound like he doesn't care as much as he says he does. I don't know whether it's like characters being sort of written in as being assholes like that, or whether it's just a little bit of dodgy game plot design or writing. I think I don't want to travel. I want to sleep. We'll do 16 hours plus another 6. Yeah, I can't just rest for like 6. I have to rest for 14. I guess it depends on the time of day. But that's fine. Let's go back and find out that he died 3 hours ago. Don't think there's anything else we had to do here. Or the captain was promoted beyond his abilities. That could be quite true. Where are we? It wouldn't be so bad if there was like a little campsite right in the village. I'm suddenly wondering if I could have gone and looted those other buildings, but the buildings tend to be generally loot-free in this. Well, hey, he's awake.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening.
So it wasn't their
Soldiers
party.
of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Konstantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Where did the flames come from?
Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends.
Did they? I thought you said it was
You
beasts.
take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
I suspect we'll find out that the islanders actually dragged off a few wounded and looked after them. And also, otherwise, apart from the islanders, the rebel islanders, as he called them, we learned absolutely nothing from that we didn't already know. Journal of Captain Idris. Our situation here is becoming more and more precarious. Of the small squad I sent to watch the heights, only one soldier has returned. It is in a state that unfortunately leaves us with little hope. I do not know exactly what happened back there, but I believe that we should do well not to get involved. We're in enough trouble as it is. I wonder how we can survive this. We're not receiving any reinforcements or supplies, and we haven't been paid in a long time. I feel like that's like some information that would have helped us with the conversation with him earlier. But we worked it out. He just leaves his journal lying on the floor. I suppose he could have dropped it. Let's be generous. He could have dropped it. He's still far from recovered. The man doesn't have a scratch. Yeah, not bad for a burns victim, eh?
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question
Lies.
your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency.
I thought I killed the scholars.
Thank you again
Oh, no.
for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Question Darren.